Decklist I wanted to play anyway.
I'll play around with it.
Yeah, you have a second. That's so you don't see
Really?
every number
Only
scrolling. Up to like every 2
two
seconds, something like that.
Okay.
Smells killer. Okay. Yep. This is pretty close to where I was at.
Okay.
So if I put it like this, it's like, okay.
Yep. All right.
You expect that little boy.
All right. So we're gonna play Chord against Affinity here, and with access to more PN Crindlers, I'm hoping this matchup got a little better than it was previously. I don't have Pontiff in the main deck though, which is relevant.
Okay.
We have more Pias, but no Pontiff.
I think it is a reasonable expectation for against Abzan Company is you should be playing around Pontiff. Against Kiki, Chord, Evolution, and the like, you're not necessarily going to play around it. That is as the Affinity pilot, that is probably the crux of your game one. Is do they Pontiff you or not? So keep that in mind.
You check.
Yeah. So on my side of the table, my hand's pretty reasonable. We've got a bird, and we've got some lands that don't deal us a ton of damage, and we've got both of these cards. This card, even if it's not good in this particular matchup, it still is a relevant body that beats down. And it does turn off Arcbound Ravager, which is nice. So.
Choice words by Chris Anderson. We are no longer advocating dredge. So.
On your side of the table?
So I have I have an Affinity hand. These things are going to come into play real quick, and then these things are going to close out the game. So we're good.
Basic Forest Bird, 19. Go ahead.
Oh, that's cool.
I played 2 things. Come on now.
Keep up, Ketter.
1, 2, 3.
That's a Steel Overseer. Yep.
Keep up.
All
My
right.
shovel's still broken.
I can't believe that
Yes,
card's not banned.
yes, it
I
is.
can't believe that card's legal. Yeah,
I
but-
can't
Well,
believe
as soon
that
as
card's
like
not banned.
another non-Affinity deck pops up, like one that like uses the mana.
Yeah, like if
efficiently.
Lantern was okay. Like if Lantern was
A
playable.
real deck, yeah.
18 going off basic planes and playing Anafen's of the Foremost. Go ahead.
Banana Fenza, you
That's
say?
gonna attack you for 1 million.
Is it?
The bird's gonna attack 2 for 1.
Come on, hot.
Oh god, you're so good at this game.
Not having an answer to the Steel Overseer is pretty rough.
So good at this game.
Ugh.
You're so good.
So we're gonna animate. We're gonna then vomit some things all over the place.
You didn't grab the right dice.
Better,
This is your game.
better Affinity players will probably tell me that sequence was wrong. I don't care.
Go to 16.
No, that's fine.
He said better Affinity players.
Why do you want to leave? Oh, you just played this line this turn. Got it.
Yep.
Got it.
Why wouldn't you do that? There's nothing to play.
So my side of the board. Ugh. It's worth noting that if we had Pontiff in my main deck, we would have been able to turn 2 Pontiff him off this evolution. But I think we're pretty dead now. We're looking pretty dead. Tap land, scavenge again.
Beautiful.
Go ahead.
Nice deck. Okie dokie. You should be playing this in Syracuse. But
Don't tell me these things.
Yep.
Doink.
Yep. Yep. That's an attack for. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is going to activate, so 6, and then 7, 8, 9 altogether.
Plus the.
Yeah, I said that. So
Okay, plus
it's
the-
3 plus 6
Yeah.
artifacts. right?
So hot tip as someone who did play Affinity like back in the day, when you go to cranioplating damage, figure out the rest of your damage and then figure out your
Then add it.
cranioplating damage. Don't try to do like a 1, 2, 1, 3, blah blah blah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 damage from the cranioplating. 3 damage from the Memnite is 9. That
Right,
it's
so
just simpler.
I'm gaining 1 up to 17, and then I think we have to trade here. Yeah, I'm just gonna trade here.
Good.
Because like next turn I'm not gonna be able to trade, and like he's just gonna be able to equip plating to one of the blink moths, and I'm not gonna be able to block the damage except with my bird.
You're still 17.
So I'm at 17. Yep.
Good for you.
Okay. Well, we drew that for the turn. 6 drop's gonna 6 drop, I guess.
I love your deck. It's so bad, dude. I just like to dagger you and Allie when you play it.
I think we have to evolution this bird. I don't think we're doing anything else. I don't think that's really gonna help.
So
Got
like
Rex Sage in the main?
We don't have Rex Sage in the
God,
main.
you don't have any bullets.
So, I
You have
mean,
Oh
that's-
no, I have a Quasley Pride Mage.
All right, good. We can attack. We can animate it.
Okay.
Let's go.
I forgot to put Pride Mage back in.
Oh, rough. Okay.
So I could kill Overseer, or I could kill the Plating. That's tough. I think I'm supposed to kill the Overseer here.
Probably.
I agree.
I agree. Yeah, I think that's just supposed to be the... It's possible I was even supposed to do that last turn. I don't know. I honestly forgot that was in there. We cut it for a little while from main. And I'm just going to fetch while I'm in here back down to 16. Go ahead.
God.
Yeah, I think you're probably.
What?
I think you're supposed to go this
I
one.
think I was supposed to do last. Yeah, I forgot it was in there.
Yeah. You haven't played enough against enough Affinity.
What do you got, Jeff?
17.
16 I fetched.
16 only.
yeah.
Isn't that an Affinity's favorite question?
That's the
Any
burn
player's
question.
favorite question?
That's the burn question.
What do you got?
What's your life?
He's got 4 damage lightning bolts. So much better. Yeah, this game's a little
Listen,
different if I had killed that last turn.
Affinity has to
And
come
I'd have
higher.
a... I'd
I'm
have
going
a
to attack for
stage.
3.
Yep. Go to
Main.
13.
Let the Ravager. Yep. So in retrospect, I wonder if I'm supposed to attack on that turn with the Midnight, or maybe if I just wait the turn.
So you're getting closer to your 6th drop at least.
So I like this card in Affinity. I think it's one of those cards though that I never want to see 2 copies.
Master of
Master of
Ethereum
Ethereum?
is the card.
Yeah, Master of Ethereum. Excuse me. Master of Ethereum is just a card that I want to keep. I want to keep limited in the draws that I have, but you know, I'm just being an opinionated person.
I'm not hot on Master.
I think the cut is 2 Ethereums, 3 X Champions, 2 Overseers in this list.
I would rather it's like 2 through 2. I'd rather have
You'd rather
more
have
Steel
4
Overseers.
Steel Overseers,
I'd
yeah.
like to have 2 Masters and 2 Etch Champions. Etch Champion's a great card in certain matchups, so I want like 3 or 4 in the 75.
Right.
But I only think 2 in the main deck is where you should
Fine.
be.
How many skies do you put in the main? One?
I don't even, like, I
0.
just want to attack people. I
I'm on
want
a-
Spell
I'm
Sky
on
in
a-
the 75.
I'm a 0 spellskite guy
Yeah,
in the
just attack
60.
people a bunch.
Right. And again, we're going to be rotating the play draw, so Ketter's going to be in the play for this game.
That's just not what this deck does. It doesn't play spellskite.
Chat's arguing about the name of this deck. It's robots. There's no Affinity cards in the deck anymore.
Well, what does Star City say it is?
I think there's...
Affinity.
Actually, I don't know.
Affinity.
Is it
It's
Affinity?
Affinity still.
Case closed.
Nice knowing you.
Um,
God, his hand is like... I want this hand to be
So-
good.
we're gonna keep this hand. It's not super powerful, but it'll do enough for us. Obviously, you know the 2-mana land in the deck is now Darksteel Citadel. Keep.
On my side of the table, this seems pretty reasonable in general. I've got an accelerant, we've got stuff and land, so yeah, good. Yep. Simple every game. That was a good draw. We picked up a copy of this, which is Relevant Interaction. So I think I'm going to shock here and go to 18. And I'm going to go ahead and play the Old Bird of Paradise. Go ahead.
Guess I'm gonna have to change my phone password if anybody wants to break into it. You're welcome
No, you
to.
can't see it here.
Oh,
You okay?
Shelby said earlier it did.
Oh,
No.
idiot.
Change your PIN number too.
I like it.
So what are we thinking about?
So we're not thinking too hard. We're just gonna go Overseer.
Yep.
Springleaf Drum.
Yep.
My thought here is I can pop this off.
I think it's fine.
Yeah.
I think that's probably that's where I would
So
lean.
the thought is to bolt the bird.
Yeah.
I think that
You
just
don't want
stymies Jeff by a turn, but the important thing is it sets up next turn.
Also, like if we were thinking back on evolution, if he evolutioned for, if he does have Warzop Pontiff, like you
So-
just get crushed if you don't.
On my side of the table, yeah, because I could be
You know what I'm
Advent
saying?
Company here.
Yep.
So on my side of the table, we picked up another one of those. I think we're just supposed to do both of these this turn, which sets us up to do this next turn, which is kind of nice. I think I have to fetch a shock though, and the reason why I need to do that is because if he kills this, I don't fetch a shock this turn. I won't be able to turn on 4 unless I draw another red source. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and fetch a Sacred Foundry untapped, and I'm gonna go bird into Path here, Steel Overseer. Go ahead.
15.
Yeah.
Should you do it on upbeat?
No, because it needs activated.
Oh, duh. I'm
Yep.
an idiot. Yep.
Yeah,
good.
because then I just make it big.
Yep. Yep.
The trigger is more important than. Please tell me.
There's a basic, right?
Oh,
There's one mountain.
Good.
He did-
like, no!
So if Kent's card, last card, is not a payoff card, we're definitely in a good spot. And if it is a payoff card, we have mobility as long as it's that payoff card plus another Galactic Blast.
I don't think you mind getting past.
It's not a payoff card. That's a 2-mana card. Yep. Yep.
Moo cow. What are we picking?
So let's.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 artifacts.
And then 7, 8.
Yep. So I take 8 altogether. I go to 7.
7.
Is there a
you
argument
can-
to do it infect damage instead?
You can tap this down with the Springleaf Drum
Oh,
and,
animate
and have one
this.
more artifact.
Yep, you're right.
So go down to 6.
So
Animate. Yep.
Do they have enough mana for all that?
So
one to- let's go through it.
Yep. This is the card,
It's in your hand. Yep. So you played this.
and
for
I
free.
draw this.
Played Ornith.
Yep.
So
so
play
play
Ornithopter. 1, 2.
Play this. No, yeah, he doesn't have enough.
okay, you gotta use
Yeah.
the one.
Yeah, because you use.
Well, he can make the ink moth with himself. Right?
No, he has to animate this stuff.
Correct.
Oh,
Oh, sure,
One,
sure.
two, 1, 2 to play this.
Yeah, and then equip
No,
the
yeah,
box
he's
to
right. Yeah,
hold.
so it's only an attack for 8. So I go to
7.
7. Draw for turn.
Real nice.
On my side of the table, I'm going to go ahead and now that I got to untap with the bird, I think I'd rather prioritize having more green in case I draw like a Chord of Calling or possibly a Scavenging Ooze since there's some creatures. This is exiled though, right? So I guess that's not on the bin. Yeah, I think I'd rather prioritize having green here. So I'm going to fetch a basic forest and play Pionker in the left.
Sure.
Go ahead. So I'm at 6.
6 to 20. Oh.
I'll pay 2.
Yep. All the way down to 18?
All the way to 18. Big dog.
Sure.
Roar.
Alright, so then we just have to go block here. I can definitely blocking that. So I'm taking 3 here if I don't block. I'm at 6 right now. Huh. Maybe I'm supposed to leave this unblocked and take this damage here so that I could block plus throw at something next turn if he wants to move stuff around. Oh, you can move the cranium
Yeah.
plating.
Instant.
So I'm just dead then. Yeah, I'm just dead.
We can block right.
I can double block.
So
and
you
then,
block the Ink Moth Nexus.
or the blink moth.
Blink
Yeah,
Moth, sorry.
and then these two move the cranial plating. So yeah, drawing the creature is what we need.
What are you at, Jeff? I'm sorry.
6.
Yeah, I'm at 6. So
Yeah,
you
yeah,
have
yeah.
more than 6
Yep.
artifacts here. So cranial plating for black can equip an instant speed.
Yep. Skill game.
Skill game.
So P and K is probably one of the better things that Jeff can play in that situation, but obviously
Being on the draw is a little
On
too.
the
robots.
Yep.
Affinity.
Sir.
It's gonna win a lot of game 1s. In general.
Whole lot of game 1s. The nice part is about winning a game 1 is you get 2 game 2s.
To try and dodge the hate. Yep.
There is no game 3s. They're just game 2.
They just game 2s. Yep.
Just gotta be totally silence.
Fetch first, stomping. Sure, everything you're saying all ends up being exactly the same. You're still fetching a shock, and it doesn't matter.
Still dead.
Still, none of the shock land that I fetched was completely irrelevant. That's why we need the Elish Norn.
Get out of here with that.
Because we'd have had time to do that in all of these games.
Metalcraft. All right, I could buy that.
All right, I'm up.
Don't play Mardu Nahiri. That sounds awful.
Keter, Spit and Truth.
Suicide Zoo is a deck, and Bantaldrazi is a
Death
deck.
Shadow Zoo.
This is 4-color Suicide Zoo, sir.
No, Death Shadow Zoo. That's the proper name.
Oh, but he called it Suicide
That's
Zoo.
insensitive. Death Shadow Zoo.
Oh, okay. I got you. So are we referring to Death Shadow here, or are we referring to some other deck? Because I've heard of it being the Bushwhacker, let's play a bunch of probes. And that's just Bushwhacker Zoo.
Yeah, that's
8 whack?
Okay.
Okay.
8 whack, yeah.
Whack.
Shadow aggro.
Shadow aggro.
That worked.
Good.
That's what I wrote. That's Shadow Aggro.
Zoo. Shadow aggro. Death Shadow Zoo. All right, so I'm gonna be on the play for this game, game 3. Let's see if we can pick up one of these game 1s. My hand's pretty reasonable. We've got this in the opener, which is good. This isn't stellar, obviously, but maybe we'll get there. So show us off, Kidder.
I'm gonna
take us through the area.
So this hand here seems like reasonable, but not as explosive as we would like. We will keep it, but it might lead to some weird situations on the next turn.
Right. I'm gonna go to 18 and play bird.
Yep.
Alrighty. Causally Pride Mage, tap land. Go.
Okay. Well, while we have access to our board quausily, take
Yep.
2.
Get out.
Yep.
18 for everybody?
Yep.
All right.
Aired Mesa, go ahead.
Okay.
Boy. God, that card's so bad.
Just so slow.
I'm not a fan.
Try not to shuffle your cards so much.
So I'm gonna give him 2 damage here.
Before blocks.
Yep.
I'm going to, and this is, so one thing I'm not sure on is if I want this 9th fetch to be an Arid Mesa or another green fetch. And you have to get a green land here because I need triple green.
Oh yeah.
And I'm going
Resto
to play a Resto Angel.
Yeah. So I should play this Ravager pre-combat.
Yep.
I think that also 100% I play this pre-combat.
Yep.
If I'm just going to attack. So the thought there is it represents the a
Galvanic
Blast, and it also makes it so when he does have this, I have some way to mitigate.
I think I'm supposed to just block here because like if Kent wants to like go in on a
If
creature
he's
or Path to
taking
Exile, just like blows them out here. So I'm going to 15 off of this, and then I'm going to go ahead and block the Vault Scourge.
So we'll sack. So in case those weren't aware, that was a pretty simple rewind there.
Yep.
Yep. Go ahead.
All right. Draw. All right, another bird. I'll play that out.
Good.
I think we're supposed to pass. Go ahead.
Tough guy, Bird of Paradise. What?
Sure. Ugh.
That's about the only noise
Do
you
you have
can
a
make.
spell scan?
I don't have a Spellskite in my main deck. And even if I had a Spellskite in my main deck right now,
So you can-
I don't think it's worth getting here. I do have a Selfless Spirit, which that's probably fine.
Taking a billion on this crap.
I'm only taking 3, like maybe 4 or 5. I'm at 15, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
I
So I'm going to
guess.
Chord for 2 and get Selfless Spirit. And this is one of the reasons why I'm unsure if I want Spellskite in my main deck. Like, obviously Spellskite's good against Arcbound Ravager, but like, Selfless Spirit does
It's like the same thing most of
It
the
does.
time.
It's
No
a very
li- no
similar
life
effect,
paid.
only this has
It
power.
can attack,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I didn't have to pay 2 life here.
Attack for 4.
No blocks on 4. Take 4. Alright, so take 4 down
11.
to 11.
11, 18, I think that's what we got.
Yep. Alright, so draw for the turn. So you got a couple of different choices here. I think just go ahead and play Revelark seems like the best one. You got two reasonable cards
I
and
think Nihilism Zoo is effective.
and I think we should go ahead and pass back here. We just want to play defense and not get dead if possible. Go ahead.
This is what I would be playing if I was playing.
You should
Gary
send-
with the 4-month resub. Thank you
should
for the
send me that
continued
list,
support,
mate.
mate.
Something about playing on Sunday.
On Sunday?
Yeah.
Oh, those are
Going
modern
on
people to
52,
get?
yeah.
Master. Yep.
Great. I'm glad everyone threw out the master references.
It's not bad.
So what do you at, Jeff?
I'm at 11.
Sorry. Should be keeping track. 11, 18 is what we're
Yep.
with.
So if Kent attacks with these here, I'm like snap blocking both of them, I think.
Mhm.
Just like Resto here and this here.
So my thought here is I can just attack with the singular Ravager. It's a 4/4, so it's going to eat one of the things that he wants to block with. The problem there is if he blocks with Revelark, he gets back 2 pretty like sizable creatures, which then blows up the other Ravager. I mean, this is just tying into kind of the difficulties of dealing with the Chord deck. This is probably where it's at its best in the format against the aggressive decks because it has just
Walls.
tools.
Yep.
Tools that the rest of us don't have.
6, 7.
So with that being the case, I think I'm actually incentivized to just pass the turn here.
You're dead to evolution if you pass the turn. You're also dead
That's
to land.
fair.
You're also dead to land Chord.
But
Although
if
Chord's gonna
the
get
thing
you
is though,
either
is
way.
if I block here, sorry, if I attack, you just block there. You're at what life again? 11. So he's at infinite life. I'm not even at really a position where I can grind further ahead, but I also don't really want to give up. Yeah, we'll just attack here.
Yeah, I think you're supposed to
So
attack.
this is a 4/4.
Because I'm pretty sure I'm required to block. The question is, do I want to double block to force you to put other things on here? You might also just trade with Revelark, which is fine, and I'm guaranteed to eat your guy. I feel like if I block with Revelark, you're just going to eat the Springleaf Drum, right? So I think I'm supposed to just do this because if you have to go in and protect this, then the Quasi Primate's going to get to clean up your board pretty nicely. So I'm going to double block. Although I guess if I double block, you just get to eat this and then not kill the Revelark.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna.
Sure.
I'm supposed to block like that.
So
A lot of different things. So if you just throw away one thing, this will live
All right.
because it's getting 1/1 from Master of Ethereum.
So I'm actually going to sack this.
Yep.
That's in credence to the card in my hand.
So Kent probably has a Galvanic Blast, I'd assume. Alright, so dead to Chord of Calling here, dead to Kiki Jiki.
Boggles is not the worst thing ever, Slow God. I think Boggles is exactly where it should be in Modern, which is not caring about 90% of what people are doing, because Modern is a lovely collection of yachts just racing past each other, and then a couple people show up with dinghies, aka merfolk. And then if you really want to be, neat, one dude is actually the battle cruiser that is Jund, but it's kind of slow and not really that good at what it does. So there's a lovely boat analogies, but it's a whole lot of ships just running past each other.
So
Can't
got-
wait for this article.
We've got a lot of different choices in my hand here. I could just go ahead and play this guy
Jund's the
out
pirate
and
ship.
rebuy
It's
the
just a
Chord.
yacht with guns.
I could also play the Wall of Omens into Eternal Witness. The problem with that line is that if I just do this and I brick on hitting a land with the Wall of Omens, I can't hold up the Quasi Pride Mage activation,
So
which
important.
holding up the Pride Mage activation basically insurance that I just cannot die next turn, I think. So I'm just going to go ahead and play Eternal Witness and rebuy my Chord of Calling. Go ahead.
So from here, I have to somehow attack in such a way that it'll elicit Jeff to get rid of his Restoration Angel, or oh wait, I can't even do that. So we're dead.
Dispatch?
Come on, baby.
If it was in your deck?
Oh yeah, that's a great one.
So this is one of the reasons why I'm not a huge fan of Master of Ethereum in large quantities in the deck. This is multiple games where I've
Second
seen
one.
two,
Yeah.
and it just doesn't do anything.
So
I
for
think-
reference, what's going to happen there is Keter can't set up an attack that kills me or kills enough creatures to prevent me from cording for Kiki
Selfless
Jiki.
Spirit.
It was actually,
Kartat did.
and it was fine not being... A Spellskite would have given you more headaches, but I think having a Spellskite on the board is fine.
Probably.
One is-
Spellskite's huge upside against Infect.
Correct, yeah, Infect and Boggles. I definitely think you want one in the 75,
Yeah.
but this deck with the Evolution has a little bit more of a aggressive slant sometimes, so I
What
don't
was
want
the,
as many 04s.
Maybe we should put Caleb's deck together. I wanted to try that deck out.
Which
neat.
deck?
The stupid spirits deck.
Maybe at some point. It doesn't...
I mean, I
you
can-
there's
Collection
not,
of yachts.
there's
Collection of yachts.
There's not enough money in the world to make me play Collected Company. He's
You
playing
played Collected Company before.
in not modern.
That's
There's not
fair.
enough money in the world to make me play in this format.
You did it again.
I want to know what my 4 mana cards are doing in modern. If I'm paying 4 mana, I need to know that the floor is higher than put 6 cards at the bottom of my deck. Even if the floor is they discard a removal spell, that floor is still higher than.
He tried to redo the quote as a collection of yachts, and he did connection twice. Technology.
Real nice.
Alright, so this is game 4. Yeah, that sounds right. And you're on the play.
Affinity cards.
More of them.
So this is a difficult one that I'm going to keep.
Okay.
You good?
No, I'm not. So my hand is actually a really good example of a trap hand here.
Ooh!
And,
Mad trap.
I would keep this hand against Jund or Abzan or another mid-range deck. I would not keep it in the dark against anything, and you definitely don't keep it against Affinity. You have lands, you have spells, you don't do anything before turn 3, which is awful in Modern. So don't ever keep hands that don't do anything before turn 3.
I knew I liked you for a reason.
Got him.
I'm pretty sure I'd keep this hand.
Collected company of yachts. That works.
I like it.
I love connections of yachts. Connections of yachts is like the most 1% thing ever. You know, my yacht connection down at the marina.
Oh, the Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh my
If
god.
you were playing Burn this weekend, would you play Wild Mikado?
No, I would never play Wild Mikado on Burn.
So good. Just closes games so fast.
Face.
Just
Can you tap 1 mana and point it at their face?
just destroys people.
So, if any of these lands was a fetch, I would probably keep this hand at 6, but the fact that I can't cast this Anavenza means this hand needs lands and it needs spells, so it's just not keepable
it's
against
fine.
anything. The old...
We call that the Hooglin where I come from.
There's a sample 7.
This is your real draw.
This is a sample 7 right here, right? Like that's just like the epitome.
These are the
of-
hands Frolic kept. That's why he hates
You have to be able to look at this sample hand and not go, why did I register
No. One of those
this
should be a
down?"
waste, and then that would just be. I was like, it can't be a blue land because we've already got a blue source.
No, the best were like there's definitely like you drawn openers before where it's like basic mountain, firelit thicket, voice, sin collector, and you're just like,
Why?
this is what we signed up for this morning.
Why me?
Yep.
I clicked submit. This is my
I
fault.
clicked
completely.
submit. Yep. Odo didn't even select the wrong deck list by mistake. This is the one I wanted.
That's poop.
This is fun.
Poop soup. Man, maybe I should play Tron.
500 people willing to watch.
Play Tron.
Would you ever play? Would you ever? Do you ever hate
Also,
yourself?
this is the exact webcam I use to.
Correct.
I'll play
$60.
Chord.
Yep.
At some
Worth
point,
every penny.
At some point, we're gonna get nicer ones at optical zoom, but until that point,
Yeah.
Could you ever hate yourself enough to play Tron? And try to make
Okay,
big money?
If it was Eldrazi.
This hand's actually
Okay,
very
okay.
good.
Because you
We
get to
haven't
play-
had much
you
of
get
this
to play
card yet in
Soul
these
Link.
games, and
In
the rest of these
Eldrazi.
cards are super reasonable, not only in this matchup, but also in general. We'll go ahead and we'll scry, and I'm always in the market for a Snapcaster Mage, so...
The green Snapcaster Mage.
Now you're supposed to stop after that one. Is 4 games with Mox Opal on one? Yeah.
Alright, he's going to 16.
16.
You're so unlucky, you're losing.
This is a great hand.
Alright, so we drew that. We drew no surprise there. I think we're just playing this so we can leave this up, just because like we're going to use our mana every turn this game, so go ahead.
Magic moments.
What's it like? Tank for $1 million? Only $1 million this turn.
These are all artifacts, so the count's pretty simple.
Yeah, it's 1.
Good. 17.
Alright, I know, I'm going to 19 to do that.
Yeah, I mean, Kent's going to 17.
Oh,
He
right.
gains a
yeah.
life.
And I'm at
Sir,
18
he
now.
gains a life.
He gains a life, sir.
17, 19. I like this.
You only have 1 card left?
Yep.
Please tell me it's bad.
No, that's great.
Oh, terrible.
It's excellent. It's shrapnel blast.
It's Shrapnel Blast. Yep. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and... So this is one really small thing here. Something that I mess up a lot because I go on autopilot is I have Wooded Foothills and Heath in my hand, and the fact that I've already fetched the basic plains makes this Windswept Heath strictly worse than the Wooded Foothills. So I'm fetching basic forest here, and we want to use the Heath to do that. I'm going to go ahead and play voice out, so we're 17 up. Go ahead.
My turn.
Yep,
Here we go. You're at what? Let me care.
17.
Nice.
Oh, excuse me, real quick. Caring.
That's all? That's all we got?
Billion.
7, 14. Alright,
Three.
take 15.
I gained 15.
Do you have a Galvanic class?
32.
We can be done here if you have a Galvanic class.
No, I don't.
Don't do this again. Stop it. I'm at 2, right? I can fetch?
You're at 2.
Okay,
You're
I
at 2
can fetch.
currently.
Good. Alright,
Dang
drop.
it. That's what I was hoping for.
You're doing good.
Alright.
You know what'd be really sweet? Blackland.
Attack for 2.
Got me.
Fetch second basic forest, evolve into PNK. Go ahead.
Okay.
30 to 1. Is that what I have? 30 to 1?
30 to 1.
30 to 1.
Those are the odds for a
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Excuse me. We're gonna
Attack.
attack.
Yeah, you have to attack first here.
Yeah.
Double block.
Sir. Yeah, oh my lord.
That's so rude. I even had the second evolution to evolve my PN Corindalar.
Oh my god.
And I had a stat kit. Like, if you didn't have the Galvanic Blast, you were going to lose that game. I'm fairly confident you were going to lose that game. God.
Guess what?
We did. He did. We died. Yep.
This is what happens when you play a deck with 17 lands. You just draw nothing but gas off the
So
top.
bad.
Close games. Yeah.
That was so bad. I hate this deck. I hate all these decks.
Hey, it's modern. Great. Really close games.
That game was close.
It was closer than it appeared.
It was much closer than life totals led to believe.
That's fair.
Like, that game was...
I mean, we all know life totals are irrelevant.
Correct. Like, like, looking at the life totals, you think, like, this game's a slaughter, and, like, you had to, like, find your 4 where you were probably going to be very behind. Like, even that turn, like, my guy eats your Memnite, and then... Well, I guess you would have traded with my voice, too. Like, you move...
Yeah, you moved the thing.
You move the thing over, sure. But I trade... No, you just move it at sorcery.
I just play the master.
And I was on the draw that game, too.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, we were on the draw, and that game was very close.
Game, you couldn't do. Could have had word, Dar. Good lord. I'm playing this deck. Even this crappy version that we have put together is good.
This guy's second in a classic.
This-
okay?
this
No, but this is.
All right, so I don't want to play
is
this
much
game,
worse.
and this hand's great. I'm just gonna.
You want to play?
Yep.
Okay, that's good.
That's good.
Lucky.
Go.
This
Okay.
deck is only 3 cards away from the classic list. I just don't play the Seagate wreckage.
This I understand now. This deck's like Loam. You just have Mox in your
Yeah, Mox
opener
in
and
your
can
opener,
never
can't
lose,
Yeah,
ever.
right.
We did win one of the games when he played Mox.
Go ahead,
on one,
man.
I
Go
think.
for it. No, what are you doing?
Do I really?
What, are you
just
kidding
fire
me?
off? All right, bolt the bird.
What's the number 1 rule? Jesus.
Draw cranial plating's number 2 rule, right?
Sure. Off of basic points. Go ahead.
He's taking 2. We're at 18 and 19 for it. Oh, all right. Go get him, Tiger.
None of your cards matter.
Nope.
This hand wasn't even that good. Legitimately, this hand
No,
wasn't
it's
that
not fine.
good.
It's just a
fine.
collection of crap.
Correct, Yep. So I'm
That's
at,
basically what this deck is.
I'm at 18 and you're at what?
Kent is at 18 currently. Now he's
16,
going to
17.
19.
Nope,
He's-
I paid 4.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's,
you
at,
did 4,
he's at
so-
17. I'm at 18.
Yep.
I'm drawing from this.
Yep.
Starting my turn now.
I just need to draw
Affinity
cranial
is
plating.
literally just a pile of garbage
So,
together. It's fine.
Okay, the fact that we drew these 2 as my 2 draws, so we're just gonna go ahead and play this and do voice bird. Go ahead.
Need to pay off card.
That's a good one.
Take 4 down to
14
less than I was
Down
before.
19.
Yep.
to 19.
We draw. My card was okay. I think I'm supposed to hold on to this for now. I'm gonna go ahead and play this land tapped and attack for 2.
Yep.
17 to 14.
Go ahead. 4 blocks, Resto.
Okay.
Click wall.
Yep.
Block Volt Scourge.
Gain 4.
Yep.
2. Gain 2. Gain 2.
Yep.
19. You're taking 3.
Chord
Jeff.
for Kiki Jiki.
Get me?
Galvanic Blast. Galvanic Blast.
And that's honestly a lot of the game 1s you went against Affinity with this deck are you end up into the combo.
Yep.
Like this is one of the matchups where I combo probably more than any other matchup, especially pre-board when you don't have extra removal. And like this configuration only has 3 paths in the main, so
Yep. Yeah. On the Affinity side, I definitely think you need to see something like cranial plating. Like realize that all your other draws outside of cranial plating are Steel Overseer, which is why I really don't think that this list is optimal. Not running 4 Steel Overseers is I feel like that's psychotic. Like that that in my opinion is the card that
and plating are like must answer or die.
Yep. You know, because even if they slow down the draw a little bit and you've got an Overseer going, it's usually like 2 activations and it's no longer close.
Yep.
And you run away with it. Where Master of Ethereum at 3 mana is just like impossible to really get traction with. So welcome to Affinity. Super
Master's
close.
probably better if you're running like more zeros, right?
It's just the issue with Master, like overall, is that it's 3 mana, which the
And
best
colored mana.
the best 3 mana
that's
the best 3 mana thing you can do is plating Voice of
Plating and clip, yeah.
Yep.
Alright, so Kato's gonna play for this one. We'll see if we can even it back up to 3/3. Maybe not get plating again. I have a dream. It's not to get plating.
Tilt your cards forward a little bit, Ken. There's a little
Towards
bit
him,
there.
towards himself.
Towards yourself, yeah, there you go.
Jesus.
I'm on the play.
Yep.
I'll keep.
Yep, so tough. Oh, sorry. On my side of the table, we have a really natural curve and some land, so yeah, so tough. Come on, just play 2 things, 1 game. Alright, that's kind of
Somehow you got to.
Alright, so Ketter's at 18.
choose that one.
Basic planes go. Yep.
Tap for 1.
Hold on. In response to this, I'm going to path this.
Okay.
And so what I'm doing there is cutting Keter off, playing a 2-drop this turn, hopefully, because while this is on the stack, I'm going to path one of his guys, so that way, when the second one comes into play, he doesn't have Metalcraft for this one right away. Because I was trying to slow him down a little bit here.
Attack for 1.
Yep. 19 up. And then I'm going to go ahead and fetch down to 18 and play a card that can't block. Go ahead.
That's tough. I think it's that.
2.
Yep.
Got a 21 to 16, is that right?
That's what I got.
Okay.
This, in my opinion, is why Steel Overseer is the go-to 2-drop in this deck.
He's
even
already
more
passed
so
you
than
once too,
Archon
so
Ravager.
like,
Sure.
it's like
If I draw a land there as opposed to something else, like getting to play a couple 2s is nice,
Yeah.
but
I have to choose here what I want to do. I think it's just, yeah, I'm just going to shock to 14.
jeez,
mm-hmm.
Am I shocking? Nah, that's probably wrong.
60.
I'm going to fetch to 15 and play Witness and rebuy Path.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you get at least 1 activation, which is nice.
So from here, I'm actually going to play. I'll play Ravager.
Yep.
Activate.
Yep. Am I dead?
It's close. Not quite dead.
What do you got, Jeff?
15 for Jeff.
Yep.
So let's see.
This is
3,
4.
Yeah, at least
4, 5.
5, right?
No, 3, 4. You're right.
Yep, it's 4.
Oh, yeah.
4. It could be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's not enough. We pass the turn.
Yeah, take 4,
Yep.
and Keter gains 3.
11 to 24.
So the nice part here with the Ravager going in play, and this is just kind of accenting the other 3-drop in the hand and how, cruddy it can be.
Bird's actually a very good draw there.
Yeah, it blocks.
Because it blocks.
Mhm.
Yep.
Get in the way.
So, if I if I path now, am I dead? Is the question. So I path here. He sacks it to go to here to go to 4,
Loads up on
and then next turn, I'm at 11.
You're
Yes.
11.
So if I path this, I'm not dead
You're
this
not dead.
turn. Yeah. So I'm just gonna go ahead and path that. This goes to 4.
Yep.
That goes in your graveyard because you're
Oh, you're
sacking
right.
it.
Jeez,
And I will pass turn.
All right.
that's pretty good. It's not great, but I mean,
So I'm actually going to put this in play here.
yeah.
X Champion here will give me a very clear, like, if I can push through X damage this turn, I can finish it off next turn.
We're just going to go ahead and line up all of our blocks possible. I think I'm just supposed to do this so
Yep.
take the least amount of damage.
So you take 1.
10 to 24.
Yep.
Good.
Sorry, 26.
Oh, sure.
10 to 26. Sorry.
Draw.
The guy has text.
Shock to 8.
What that means.
You think we're dead? Go ahead.
You like resto pads is like the best thing you could have here? Yeah. I mean, he's just gonna load up on it.
Well, if he loads up on that, I can path it.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. Unless he has. Oh, yeah.
You
never
draw
mind.
Green Player? Another Ravager.
That's pretty freaking bad.
Probably dead now. I think I probably did long
Pretty
term
close to
before,
dead, yeah.
What do you got, Jeff?
He is at 8 currently.
Yep.
Okay. So just from my presentation of this, I attack here. Let Jeff go to blocks.
4 blocks, rest out.
Sure. So Jeff leaves up the path here.
Perhaps this. Wood blocks. Do you have a Galvanic Blast?
I do
Yeah,
have a
it's
blast.
like
Yeah, the
a-
blast is irrelevant. But
They're just super dead to the blast too. Yep.
so what were you at?
8.
So these are actually the situations where I think it is prudent to go through the last couple steps. In that you can pretty easily.
Just pull out a.
I think you actually sack here, go to 5, and then pass it over to here.
And then that's lethal.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Now, when he goes to blocks and goes to cast the path, you could also like sack the.
If
last
you don't
one
try and
over
kill me,
there.
I don't
Yeah.
try and pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So. Oh, it was just lethal with the signal pass there. Yep.
Try one
That's all
more.
I
I
need
will
to do.
swap it up.
Steel Overseer, folks. I don't know what your folks locally are telling you. I don't really care. That card's the best 2-drop in the deck. Ravager is second. Stated
Well,
as
both
fact.
those are under cranial plating, right?
Sure.
Sure.
Cranial Plating is
I
the
was gonna say
3-drop.
better than cranial plating. That's bold.
3-drop. Cranial Plating is the 3-drop, folks.
Blue white Ojutai. Yep, I'm in. I can play Spellqueller and Selfless Spirit with Ojutai.
Who's on the way?
I am.
watching.
Iganjo Castle is legendary creature or is it target creature?
Legendary.
God, that's way too bad. Could you imagine?
It would be insane. Yeah.
Plating for pressed. Yeah.
So, this hand's a keep against an unknown. I don't know if I keep it against Affinity. It's a little slow. This doesn't really do a whole lot. Doesn't have really any meaningful interaction. Voice of Resurgence without an evolutionary leap is just like next to useless in this matchup. Revel Arc's super slow, clunky. So I'm gonna mulligan this. Knowing the matchup, I'm gonna mulligan this.
This is way too slow. Congratulations. Finally didn't have it.
Finally didn't have it.
Got no Moxo on one. What's wrong with you?
My deck is definitely better on 6 than Cutter's is.
I think Affinity multi-6 is fine.
I would rather have every card possible. I want 17 Galvanic Blasts.
I didn't say mulligan's poorly. I said my deck mulligan's better.
That's fair.
Who's doing commentary this weekend? You know? Is he on boss?
No, it's Hunt.
Oh,
Hunt and
The Minnesota squad. Might even be the sub squad, the Minneapolis crew, like below that.
Dang.
Did you talk to Pat at Gen Con at all? At the Eternal Blue?
Yeah.
Sullivan? Yeah.
Yeah, they're
live now, right?
Direwolves, I saw other people streaming it.
They're
so
live, yeah.
Is it like regular
Yeah,
full
yeah,
release?
yeah.
When did that happen?
I think it's just recently.
It was
Okay.
like the last 3 days he was telling me. Yeah.
Okay, well, I didn't know that, so I can stream that maybe
Yeah.
occasionally. And their new board game, Plank, was really good. It's easily,
I haven't gotten to play it, and I heard a bunch of good things.
easily the best
Patrick
board game
sent me a copy.
Demoed at Gen Con. Did he really?
Oh, I said,
I want one.
I want one. I just want to know what the heck the game is.
All right, so
Oh,
So-
I took 7. Whatever. We're mulliganing this again because we don't have enough lands.
just go to 6 again. So on my side of the table, my 6 is super medium, but it is a 2-drop away from being great. And we have a scry, and then so we have 2 draws, 2 looks to find a 2-drop, and I think this is keepable with 2 looks. So I wouldn't fault anyone for mulliganing. This card is also deceptively good in this matchup, and some people have been asking what colorless land to play, and I love playing Ghost Quarter, and I just like it's very, very good in this matchup. I haven't died to creature lands just yet, but
Yeah, you took a bunch of damage.
usually they're problematic. And we're going to scry here, and this is not a 1-drop or a 2-drop, so we're going to go ahead and ship it to the bottom.
We'll keep this. Scry.
Show them,
Not needed.
show them what you're bombing.
Lower.
There you go.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep.
All right, so Temple Garden, go. We did not hit a 2-drop, but that card's not bad in this matchup, so we'll play Stomping Ground and pass.
We're going to present 2 damage.
Yep. 18.
So then I'm going to pay the best card in the deck.
Yep. Noble Hierarch, right on time. Welcome to the party. 18.
Got him.
Or 16,
16,
sorry.
yeah.
Don't pontiff me, bro!
Right, where is... This could be a different sideboard black card. Go ahead. Actually, post-board, that's probably a Pontiff.
That's true.
So this is
Actually, this would probably stay in post-board.
Steven made a good
Ravager.
point. This turns off Ravager.
Not textless. Not great, but not Texas.
Best part about this is I get to use all the dice.
God bless you.
I have to trade with the Memnite if I want to block.
How good does that feel?
Trade.
My 0 guy.
Take 2.
Yeah.
14.
So
Just played the master too.
we found a red source to play the PN Grindelar, but the master's just gonna put us too far behind, I think.
How big
This
is that
hand
thing now?
was slow. We needed a 2-drop on 2, and
It's a 6 though. Good lord.
yeah, this game's very over. Just cannot, not enough removal.
So robots, Steel Overseer,
Still good. Is this
still,
deck tier 1?
still tier 1.
All right.
This deck actually doesn't have a ton of results recently.
Yeah,
for,
I know,
for,
and
for
I-
reference,
yeah, it doesn't.
for reference.
That's so odd to me when you watch games and match
Well-
like this. Like you're just like, oh my god. I mean, you're not a removal based deck though. But
It has
Also-
a bad infect matchup, right? And it's
I don't know about
medium
infect. I have
against
no
Jund?
idea. I don't think it's very good
Infect-
against
so-
Jund at
so
all.
the-
All the infect players tell me that it's a good matchup for them.
Infect,
believe that.
Infect players tell you that every
Go ahead and
matchup
stop
is a
recording.
good matchup.
That's
Because
because
turn
Infect,
two, everybody.
that's because Infect's busted.